Oh, and there we are. Hello, everyone. Thanks for your patience. Sorry I'm late. Been with my daughter and we've been sorting out her pet cockroaches, and it took a lot longer than expected. So I am here now. How is everybody today? Let me just go back and check I haven't missed anything. One moment. Oh, we've got a few of you been here patiently waiting, so thank you very, very much for those of you that have been. So we'll start this thing off in about 5-10 minutes, and I'll go through how it's kind of gonna work. Now, there's not like loads and loads of things for sale here, okay? Just so that you're aware, it's just a few little bits and bobs, mostly over Phasmid over, to get them out there. So where is any money going to go? If I sell anything, you guys might not want anything I've got, which is absolutely fine. Basically, don't really want to share personal stuff as such through YouTube, but I just helped a friend with a debt issue out of my pocket because they were struggling with interest rates. So I kind of helped that out, which has put some of my money to one side. It's only a lend, though. I will get that back, but it will take quite a while for me to get that back. All Phasmid related stuff will go back into Project Paradise, the Phasmid cultivation project. And there isn't much else other than that going for sale, but anything else that does will then go back into the animals, enclosures and things like that. So first of all, how is everyone? And thank you everyone for joining. So I just want to make it very, very clear that this is UK sales only. I will not be selling to America or Europe or anywhere else in the world. However, if you've got a friend in the UK and you're from elsewhere, you are welcome to purchase on their behalf, but you need to check with them that they want this first. So don't just assume somebody's going to want like some Phasmid over, for example, and they receive it and they don't want it, because the point of Project Paradise is to disperse to people that will raise up and then disperse again themselves. So to get the hobby growing again within the UK. So it's really, really important that that person actually wants to raise these animals and is willing to either sell or give away offspring or eggs to build the hobby. So that's the whole purpose of it. So you need to be really, really careful and make sure that this is something you want to raise. Okay. So, well, I think we've got a pretty decent turnout here. I'm not reading everything, by the way, guys, because I need to kind of crack on with this. We've started late. Oh, I'm sorry to hear, Hallie, that you're unwell. I hope you get well soon and it's not going to be too bad on you. Just read Adam's comment. Okay, cool. So I've got my little notes section on my phone. So if you keep seeing me peering off of my phone, it's because I keep some notes, like certain care advice things and stuff that I've learned over the time period, which I'll need to refer back to now and again, just to make sure I'm still giving you up-to-date information. Let me just load that up. Because believe it or not, I don't remember every single thing about care advice off the top of my head. I jot things down and they go into notes, and with those notes I then remember for the future. When you've dealt with that many different species, for example, sometimes you're like, oh, hang on a minute. So give me 2 seconds. Where is my notes? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not massively prepared. Okay. All right, there it is. I'll just have to keep scrolling back through species to species to get that information. So, right, rules of how this is going to work then. I don't know the limits of whether I'm allowed to even do this on YouTube, but as I'm not earning from YouTube itself, I don't really care. So this live probably won't stay on the channel. It's just here for you now. Bear with me a second. Okay. So here's how it's going to work. I've got my notebook here. It's going to be a first come, first serve basis. Now, bear in mind that your messages may appear in a different order to what I see them. I've got to go by what I see first. So if somebody's commented before someone else on my screen, that person that came first on my screen is the first come, first serve. So you may see it slightly different on yours. I've got to go by mine because that's what I see in front of me. We're going to do, not going to be taking payments until after. So once I have finished going through everything that's for sale, whether it's sold or not, it doesn't matter, but anything that does, we will go through how to sort out the payment afterwards, or we will sort out the payment afterwards, just in case, for example, you may buy some over and then you realize you want something live, and then we've got to work out two different costs. Then, you know, you've paid for the over and the post and packing, and then you want something live, so then I've got to take that off the post and packing. We don't want it to be confusing. Okay, so we'll sort all that out after. Somebody doesn't come up with payment, we will just try and resell them in a future live. So especially when it comes to the Phasmid over, I will do these every few months or so, where we will sell off the over and the money will go back into the project. So we'll start with Phasmid over, I think. Let me get my notes written down here. Payment as well, by the way, guys, is all going to be through PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, we'll figure something else out, but I would much prefer friends and family through PayPal, because I'm not a business. So although you're receiving items, I am not a business, and they will deduct some of that price off if you put it as a business, because I'm not. So it'll be friends and family. I'm a legitimate guy. I'm not going to rip you off, right? So I'm just writing down species to species. So all things clear then, yes? So payment will come after everything. It'll be through PayPal, and it's UK postage only. Over, all over will be £1.25 postage costs. That will be no matter how much over you buy. So you could buy 3 or 4 different species, if I've even got that for sale, and it will still be the same postage price. When it comes to anything live, it will be considerably more, because it will be next day delivery through Royal Mail. So £1.25 will be added on to a cost of any over. Okay, so first things first then. Let's just have a quick check of this, and then we'll get the first one under wraps. Hello, everyone that's joined. Thank you all for joining. Obviously, there's quite a lot of you compared to normal here, so it's going to be a little tricky for me to keep an eye on the comments, especially when I'm dealing with actual Phasmids and over. So I'm sorry if I miss any comments. If anybody asks a question that you know the answer to, because I've already said it earlier in the live, please, if you could answer that for these other people, because I'm not going to be able to keep an eye on the chat fully until we're talking about, you know, who wants to go for something. So, okay. Right. What's first then? What's first? Let's have a little look. Bear with me, guys. I am going to be taking out insects. So where are you guys hiding? There you are. Okay, so the first thing, we are going to be doing some over of Pseudophasma subupterum, which are these here. So this one's missing a limb, but this is over only. Okay, so you can see it looks quite brown. Sorry, the webcam quality is a lot lower than my camera. It looks quite brown, but these are actually slightly more red. It's just the lighting. So you get like a reddish form and a brownish form. These are mixed, so you could end up with either. This is a mature female, so they have the yellow front wings and the red back. They cannot fly. They do have a defensive spray, so bear that in mind if you're buying for children, but it isn't that potent. And these have never sprayed me, so they're pretty cool with that. They're pretty good in dry temperatures. your food for these, you can feed them exclusively off privet, or you can use, is it Acuba japonica, something like that, which is like a spotted type of laurel. I think they also take to lilac too and stuff like that. So this is a female. Males look pretty much the same, but are smaller and slightly slimmer. You can see that she has eggs in her. You can see how wide her abdomen is. So she will be laying. So yes, as we've got there, someone says brown beauty. So yeah, that's their common name, the brown beauty. So I only have one batch of over of these going at the minute. Now I normally sell batches of over 30 at a time, but I didn't quite get enough to do 2 batches. So if you want your hands on the over of these, there is, I think it's just over or just under, but I'm pretty sure it's just over 50. Just over 50 over of these. They have a pretty good success rate hatching. Quite simple, easy species, very, very easy species. You can put these as beginner species. So, right, if anybody is interested in the over of these, I'm going to sell them at the same price that I would for 30. So you're going to get 50 for the price of 30. And it's just going to be a £5. It's going to be a £5 to anyone that wants it here. So if you're interested, it'll be £1.25 postage on top. So you're looking at £6.25 in total, but £5 for the actual over. And I will show you that over. So this is not how I keep my over. I've just took them out to count them. Very small seed-like over. So who have we got there? Let's read the comments here. So do they breed a lot? Yeah, they're pretty prolific. I can't say that word. They do breed well. Oh, so Joshua found some Geosovi. They are amazing. You found them in a wild last week. That is actually amazing. I found them 3-4 years ago now. Never seen them since. Wish I kept hold of more of them. Overhatch. I think these only take about 4 months to hatch. Let me check my notes. I'm pretty sure they're about 4 months to hatch. I'm not sure if I wrote it on here. I didn't write it on here, but I'm pretty sure these are roughly 4 months or so. So where have we got to here? So well, Isaac says he's interested. Were you the first one? Were you interested as in you want to go for it, Isaac, or you're just interested in the species in general? Because if you want to go for it, they can be yours, but you have to be able to use PayPal, buddy, if that's okay for you. Just let me know if that's what you want to go for, my friend. And if you do, I'll jot your name down. So I'm going to put her back and I will come back and check this. Hope everybody is having fun. So you're going to see a few species today. Oh, she jumped. But yes. You want to go for it, Isaac? No problem, my friend. I will jot you down for those. Let me just pop her back a second. Just need to put that over back as well, because that will be yours. Right. Let me pop your name down, my friend. Obviously, as I said, if anyone doesn't come through with payment, they just get added onto a future live stream where we do it. Okay, so I've jotted you down now. So is there anything else you wanted to know about that particular species, mate, before we move on? Or are you happy? And Amy, you can ask as many questions as you like. I might not be able to answer all of them for every species that I've got, but I'll be able to answer a fair bit, I think. And the more you learn, you never know, you can come across them again. And the good thing about this, guys, is although Isaac has secured the over for these, by the time the next stream comes, we will probably have another batch. So the more you learn about it, the more you get it now. Don't be disheartened if you don't win on something today, because they'll be next time. So most of what's going here today, the adults are not that old, meaning they will have enough over for next time. Now, this is a species I'm not keeping towards Project Paradise. I got them again because I enjoy them, but they will be eventually going when these adults die out, which means all eggs will constantly be for sale until that particular species is gone and we refill the tank with something else. I just got them because I kind of missed them. I used to have them many years ago, so I just wanted them here again. How do you go about incubating over? I have some videos I can send you about that. You've got several methods. You can put it just on kitchen towel and keep the kitchen towel kind of moist most of the time. Don't respray it until it's completely dried out, but you do have to keep an eye for mold. You can do it purely on vermiculite as well, damp vermiculite. You can put them on, trying to think now, I've lost my mind. The latest way I did it is I mixed a few different kind of ingredients together and left it very, very damp underneath, put some netting on the top and the over on there. That's a method that has worked for one species so far, and I'm testing it on others. But you can PM me about any over incubation. Majority of them are very, very simple. And if they're going to be more complex, I'll explain that as we go through. What else? Have I missed a question? Brendan, what would you recommend for a novice keeper? Quite a lot. I think if you're very, very new, things like Extatosoma tiaratum, but you need to have a reasonable size enclosure for them. So Amy actually had one of them off me. Jaden's had them off me. They're very, very beginner level because they're happy in dry environments. So you don't have to worry about constant misting. You don't have to worry about raising humidity levels. They grow to a decent size. They're not aggressive in any way. They do sometimes try and kick, but it doesn't hurt. So they're great for children as well as adults. They don't spray as such, but they have a sort of secretion, which I've never, ever noticed. And I've kept them for years, which apparently smells sort of toffee-ish. But I've never actually smelt that myself. So, where are we? Sorry if I do miss anything else. Can they live with other species? Says I. So my recommendation is to never put anything with other species anyway, but that's just my recommendation. But there are other people that have done it. But you would need a very large tank because of their spray, and you would need high ventilation, because if they were to spray another stick insect thinking it's a predator, it could actually harm them. And build up in the enclosure. So any stick insect I sell, from my point of view, should always be kept separately. But you know, you can kind of bend the rules if you're limited for space and things as well. But I'm very extreme in this hobby, so I have to do everything like spot on. But yeah, you can really. I know people that have with success. It's just not my recommendation, personal recommendation. Oh, yeah, sorry, I've missed some things about PayPal. So PayPal's address, I'll put it in here, but don't send me anything until after. It's not the same email I use for, not the same email address I use for Bug Realms normally. It's that email address, carves@live.co.uk with a Z, C-A-R-V-Z. You can pay through PayPal. If you need alternative methods, message me on Facebook and we'll figure it all out. So where else are we? Right. I need to move on, guys, because I have to be up very early in the morning, so I'm going to have to keep moving on. Anyone can Facebook me after this live with any questions. Okay, I can sit and have my coffee before I go to bed and answer any questions you guys have. And if I can't, if it's too late, I will do so in the morning. It's not a problem. So that was that one done. So next then, what are we going to do next? Oh, this is going to be a pain in the bum to take out. I need to close my window for this. Sorry that you're staring at my butt, but these guys fly. So let me just bring up my notes on these guys a minute of what I've done, because I have only kept this species for a limited amount of time. So my knowledge on these is not as high. but I've done exceptionally well with them. Yes, I have very, very little notes here. Right, okay. Next one, we have 2 batches of 30 over for this next one that's going to be coming up. These are going to be the standard price of £5 for 30 over, but there are 2 batches going. Now, I'm not sure whether these will sell or not, but they're not the most interesting for you guys to look at on a webcam. But when you see them in person and when you keep them and look at their behaviors, they are far more interesting than what you're about to see. But they are flyers. If you're afraid of flying insects, don't get these. Bear with me. Come on now, come on. Oh no. Sorry guys, 1 second. I'm having a hard time here. Okay, so what I've done with these, I've taken out the food plants so that you can see them, so you can see these behaviors a moment. So these are the Malacomorph Silaris, is it? Malacomorph Silaris. So you can see food plants taken out, and they're all here. So let me open this one for you. Now this is the interesting behavior. They group together. So they don't spend an awful lot of time on their plants. They actually just group together like this. The males, again, are pretty much identical, but a lot smaller. So let's see if we can get Spark One's interest to come out. Oh, spraying. That's interesting. That's interesting. So this is a new species to me. I did a video when I first got these saying they're a new species to me. This one is sprayed. You can see there's a white substance here. I never knew they sprayed. So I've just learned something new today. Potency, not very, it's not very, I doubt that's gonna be very strong, because normally when you sniff up a spray, it gets right in the mucous membrane and starts hurting your nose. Slightly minty. Come on, girlie, stop blitzing me here. Oh, these are gonna be a nightmare for me to get out. Oh, guys, I'm going to struggle getting these. Oh, no, she sprayed again. What a spray. So these are schizo. So not ones for handling. I'm going to give up in a minute, guys, because I don't want to stress them. They're not for handling because of this spray. Come on, girl. Let's get you out. Ah, right. One's out. Bear with me. Whoa. Okay. Let me just get her comfortable a moment. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So here she is. I will read your comments in a minute, guys, but when I'm dealing with these, I need to know where they are at all times. So they are a beigey brown color. These are from Jamaica, I believe, Stuart Castle in Jamaica. So southern side of the Americas. Full-length wings, can fly. Males, same, smaller, can fly. And now we know they have a spray, but it's not a spray that's going to cause any real damage, but they're very fast. They have little hissy fits when you try and handle them. So these are going to be more kind of just an interesting species to own rather than a handleable species. As nymphs, they will not be anywhere near as bad because they won't have their wings. And yeah, of course, obviously we've got the behavioral traits. Now I'm going to put her back so I can read your comments because I don't want to lose her. They have cool little like shoulder parts where their wings are. And this, I believed, I thought might have been a difficult species, but the information where I read that was very old. And it seems that people now are keeping them just right. I think they might have had a mistake in food plants for them years ago. and I've had no trouble. I've had no deaths from any of these whatsoever. Right, I'm going to read your comments, and then I also put the plant back and wash my hands. So where are we at? So we got people saying, oh, hiya, Dave. Right. Keep your eyes protected today. Yes, yeah. Right. Okay, so I know they're a bit brown and you're probably put off by sprays, but if you want them, again, £5 for 30 over this time, a species that very rarely comes up. So yeah, I'll do them £5 for 30 over if anyone's interested, or if you'd rather have the full 60 over, I'll do it that little bit cheaper. So if anyone's interested, comment now. So what have I missed here? I see Isaac has put something. Is there anyone that's put anything before? Am I allowed both? Yes. You can buy, you can have as much as you want to, as long as you've got the money, man, then that's fine. Like, was there anyone else? Do you need to speak up now? Because otherwise I'm going to have to scroll back for ages. So, well, Isaac is on there if he wants. So Isaac, were you looking for the 30 over for £5, I presume? Or did you mean you wanted both lots of 30 over, so 60 over? Is that what you were after? Sorry, I'm just reading back. I want to make sure I haven't missed anyone. So basically, from this point on, to save me scrolling back, no one say they want anything until I say, I don't know, what should I say? Who's interested or who wants to buy, something like that. Wait till the animal is secure, either in my hand or in the enclosure, and I'll say who's interested. There we go. I will say who's interested, and then you can speak up. That will mean I don't have to keep scrolling back every time I put an animal back. So 30 of each species. Yeah, Isaac. So you've got your 30 Pseudophasma subapterum, and you want 30 of these as well, yeah? I'll jot you down for that. If I've got that wrong, tell me, I'll cross it off. So I'll tell you what, my eyes are feeling a bit funny now. I think that spray's got in the air a little bit. But it's not bad. They're not in any much pain, just a little bit discomfort. I did not know they sprayed. That's so cool. That is really, really cool. I get excited when I find out new things. I have to add that to my notes. Bear with me a second, guys, because I've never experienced that species do that since I had them. That is class. Okay. Right. I just needed to add that in. Right, where else are we? So Isaac, I've got you down for 50 Pseudophasma subapterum over, and 30, I need to put that down, of the M. solaris over. Did I tell you their food plant? Their food plant is also privet, and I do not know anything else they eat yet. I'm going to experiment with them, but obviously they probably eat similar things to the Pseudophasma. So privet again, obviously, but then they may take to the other things too. You'll have to experiment with that. But to my knowledge, definitely privet, and mine have thrived off privet. So people asking about shows. I'm not going to any shows this year, I'm afraid. No shows for me until next year now. Right, so just in case I've missed anything, we've got one more batch of 30 over from the Malacomorph solaris. Are you interested? If so, say so now. If not, I will put that over into a future selling. So you've got a feisty, spraying, winged species, but it is kind of brown, but they are uncommon in the UK. They are uncommon in the UK. So even if everything else puts you off, you would have a species that's pretty interesting. So we'll give it a minute for anyone else to pop up if they want it. If not, that over goes back into its usual state, and I'll sell them as nymphs later on. Tell you what, I need to go wash my hands. If nobody said it by the time I've washed my hands, I'm going to put them back and we'll move on. Okay, so we've got, one second, where are we? I haven't missed anything else, have I? So we've got Joshua. Joshua wants over as well. So yeah, I can put you down for that. There is more over to be coming. 1 second, let me jot you down. So it'd be £5 and £1.25 postage, Joshua. You presume you're, well, yeah, you must be UK if you saw the app, the GeoCV. Let's have a look. Right. I don't know how old anyone is here either. But if you're buying the animals, you make sure your parents are cool with that and don't go using anybody else's bank details or PayPal details without permission, okay? I am not getting my butt kicked by selling to people too young. Not that they're any danger, but I don't want people nicking parents' bank cards and things. Right. Okay, that's cool. Right, we're going to move on to the next one now then. Right, let me just put these guys back. Oh, I'm well excited now. I'm well excited finding that out about them. That is class. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, right. That's that. What we got next? Let's have a little look-ski. Oh, pardon me. Okay, yes. These are the ones I wasn't prepped for, so bear with me a second. Not that one. Oh no, I lost my tub. Where's my tub? Sorry guys, bear with me a second. I'm a little underprepared from being busy today. 1 moment. Lost a tub of over somewhere. Where the hell did I put that? So I'm getting confused because some of these over is for me to keep, some of them was for sale. That's me. That's sale, but not yet. That's the good stuff in there. Where on earth is my other tub of over? Oh, this is killing me. I'm going to find this as soon as this live finishes, I bet you. Right, I am sorry that I'm underprepared. I filmed a video today and the pot of over was on the table I film on. So I picked it up and put it somewhere for tonight. But where I've put it is a safe place, a little too safer place. So you'll have to chat amongst yourselves a minute. How can an entire pot go missing? That's what I want to know. Right, what have we got? That's not it. That's not it. This is mind-boggling, this. It's only one blooming room. What's that? No, that's not it either. Wow. I'm literally haven't got the slightest idea where I've put this tub. Oh, guys, I'm really sorry this is taking so long. I'm proper mind boggled here. So it looks exactly like this, a cricket tub. It looks exactly like this. Not this species though. And I had it on the table thinking, right, I need to count some of them up for this live. Thought, no, I need to do a video first. Stashed them somewhere. Oh no. This is a disaster. Oh bloody hell. I would just move on, but I really can't lose a tub of over. That's really bad. Like, because if I can't look after them, they'll dry out and they'll die. So kind of need to find them. Right, you'll have to bear with me. I'm just going to check I didn't carry him down the stairs with me for some weird reason earlier. Be one moment. No, they're definitely in this room somewhere. Oh, I got them. I got them. Okay, right. I need to kind of check how many's in here, because this is what I was trying to get done before the live stream and I couldn't. Right. You know what? Rather than counting all these, because they're really small, the over in these are, I'm going to end up tipping the tub of shade. They're tiny, each of these little dots. So we're just going to do one batch of 30. One batch of 30 for these. I'll count them properly for a future live to sell more. So let me bring up my little notes and I will get you that animal on the screen. Okay, let me just go and get these for you. Sorry for everyone. Bye, Mark. Sorry for everyone that had to just sit and wait around. I'm going to get these out for you now. Okay, so these, oh God, come on, girl, grip on, are the Lonchodes or Lonchodes, however you want to say it, Philippinicus. This is a mature male. So he is orange and green. There is a video on these where you can see properly. Orange and green. You can't make out the greens. It's like a turquoisey, bluey green. He's little. He's slim. But that's a mature male right there. Now, let me compare you. These are very sexually dimorphic because the female, who is doing the play dead technique. So if you're unaware, phasmids have a defense mechanism of playing dead. Look at the size difference. Oh, God, he's on walkabout. Right, I can't read any comments because I've got phasmid walkabouts going on. Bear with me. Look at the difference there. Oh, she is. Right, I'm putting him back. You've seen him. Yeah, orange and green. She is being a pain in my behind. So there she is. She is just an olive green, and she keeps dropping because she's pretending she's dead and don't disturb me. So I can't really hold her up because she's going to keep on putting her legs forwards and backwards so that she can fall and land safely on the ground to escape me as a predator. So you can see, though, although the quality's bad, they are a decent sized stick insect as an adult female. And she is laying very, very well. I do not know the success rate of over of these, but what I can tell you is they lay a lot. Okay, so these are from the Philippines. They will need it slightly more humid. You will need a more humid tank. And you'll need a reasonable sized tank or storage box up on its side. So in a minute, I'm going to pop her back and read your comments, although she's quite calm now, actually, so I can have a little read. I know you're talking amongst yourselves here. I talk about shows. That's good. We need to advertise the shows. See you later, Jeremy. Thanks for joining. So yeah, she's a good size. Now, although she is an olivey green, she also has little segments of that same sort of turquoise that the male has. You can just about make it out. See on the leg joints and behind the head. There she goes again. So I'm going to pop her back and we'll see if anybody is interested, and I'll tell you more information as well. So I'm going to go put her back because probably stressing her out a bit here. So go on, girlie. Whew. Right, let's me look at my notes. So I feed mine off of privet, although apparently they do take to bramble too, but I'm trying to reduce my amount of bramble eaters, which is why I've been feeding them privet. They also take to salal, which I don't have, or we don't really grow it much in this country, or there are certain parts, but in the wild. So yeah, reasonable sized tank, be able to hold humidity. Eggs are just dropped to the floor. Lots of breeding goes on with them. Lots of eggs gets laid with them. And we're going to have one batch of 30 again for a £5 if anyone's interested. There is definitely more than 30 in there, but that will be counted for a future live stream. So now's the time. If you are interested, say so now. And I can't remember how to get the comments off the screen. But a lot of you are excited for Sunday. The only show I was considering attending was actually the Southern, but again, I can't afford it. As I said at the start of this stream, I helped sort out a friend's financial issues that took a fair whack. Where it was everything I had, basically, minus my rent, bill money, and enough just to get by. So definitely no shows for me. So is anybody interested in the L. Phenopinnicus over? If not, we will close that one, and then there will only be one more type of over that's actually going on today. Isaac, I don't know what you mean, mate. You can get as many over as you want. They're just basically £5 a batch. So if you wanted all 3 species, it would be £15 plus the £1.25 postage. If you want 2 species, it would be £10 plus £1.25 postage. If you just want the one, that's fine. You can get as many as you want. It doesn't matter. Oh, you mean you don't want to have the first ones? The subapterum. You want to get rid of the subapterum and you want to have those ones. I can do that if that's what you want. Do you want me to? So yeah, have I got that right? Do you want me to take off the pseudophasma and add in these ones? But you still want the M. solaris, I presume? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay. I'll cross you off for that. That's fine, mate. That's fine. Okay. So does anybody, before I move on, want the 50 pseudophasma subapterum over for a £5? Is anybody interested in those? Because if so, speak up, and I will add those in now because they're still going. If not, I'll add them to a future stream. And then we'll have one more over to do, and then we'll move on from that. So at the minute, we've got Joshua Stevens with M. solaris over times 30, and we've got Isaac with L. philippinicus times 30 and M. solaris times 30 over, which leaves one more species plus the pseudophasma subapterum for times 50 for a £5. Oh, okay, so we've got coming up at the exact same minute, I had Joshua Stevens and Steve. How do you want to work it, guys? Because you both came up at the same minute here. So I can either split them 25 each. Otherwise, the first name that actually came up was Josh's name on mine. So I will leave that up to you. So Josh is willing to give them to Steve. Steve, are you happy to take the subapterum over times 50 for a £5? I'll jot you down, and if you change your mind, just let me know, Steve, and you can have them, my friend. Thanks, Josh, for doing that. Oh, they're both saying each other can have them. You guys have to decide amongst yourselves. I will tell you now there is only one more species of over going. Then there is one culture of stick insects going, and then a tiny little bit more before we end the stream. So you guys kind of need to decide amongst yourselves who's going to have them. You can split them 25 each if you 25 each if you want to, but then it will just be, I'll have to rewrite this. So decide amongst yourselves. I can split them in half the price, but you're better off having higher hatch rates with higher numbers. That's all. So it's up to you. But you guys decide and you tell me, and I'll just going to rewrite things on here a minute. Just because everything keeps changing and it's going to get me confused. So let's do Isaac's. Isaac's had the L. philippinicus times 30. And he had the M. times 30. And then we had Joshua Stevens has M. solaris. Times 30. Right, you're going to split them. So then it will be £2.50 each, plus the 125 postage per person for as many over as you buy. So yeah, if you're happy with that, right, let's split this then. So right, let's add you. Shipping for over is £1.25 no matter how many you buy. So if you bought all the over, it'll be £1.25. If you bought one set, it'll be £1.25, because over can go in first or second class post. Fine. I just pad them out a little bit. So Steve W is having P subbacterium times 25. Right, are we sorted for that then? Sorry, Kathy, no mantis are going for sale. I don't keep very many mantis anymore, I'm afraid. It is something I am going to get back into at some point, but I'm going to hold off on it for a moment. I've got a couple of species, and that's kind of how I'm leaving it for now, but I will do a mantis section next year, but I want to get them the right, decent, proper enclosures each, so it's going to be a while. I want the enclosures before all the mantis, so... I don't do Indian eggs, I'm afraid, my friend. I don't keep them anymore. They're a nightmare for me. Perfect beginner species, really hard to stop culturing. I had them for 3 years longer than I intended to, just because of a few missing eggs, and I couldn't bear to squish the nymphs when they hatched from eggs that I didn't know existed. So I just let them grow on, and the whole problem started again. So yeah, I don't deal in Indians. I may get them again one day for a video, providing I can pass them straight on to somebody else later. But I would not be keeping them for myself anymore. But yeah, Isaac's got Indian eggs there. So right, we're going to go for the last kind of over. Now, I do need to do a little bit of counting here, guys, so bear with me a moment. Right, I'm just going to get this animal out. Oh, one thing I need to check. Hang on, I'm just replying to a message from Amy. Is Amy here? Hang on, I've just had a brain melt. Yeah. Sorry, guys, I will be with you in a minute. Bear with me a second. Okay, sorry. Right. Let me get these out for you. I've eliminated handling these, so bear with me. If I get sprayed in the face, I won't be impressed, just so that you're aware. So the next species, obviously don't say you want them until I say so, is in fact, oh, hang on. Don't spray me, don't spray me. The Autolyca herculana. Now these are actually bright red. You just can't see with the lighting that I have here. Oh, that's not the way for the camera. So these are the Project Paradise logo. The Autolyca herculana, fairly new to the hobby. They're coming quite popular, so they're not super rare anymore, but you can see the red starting to show up now. This is an adult female, and these are like the pride and joy of mine. That's why they are the Project Paradise logo. They do spray. The spray isn't particularly nice. Don't annoy them and irritate them, you won't get sprayed. Basically, these are from Honduras, and they are, again, privet eaters. Now, males, again, almost identical, just slightly smaller, slightly slimmer, but they are amazing looking animals. I really can't get her in a position for you to actually see really, really well. Now, it looks brown on the camera, but I assure you she is red. Okay, she is red. Very different looking species of animal. Right, what have I missed here? Oh, Amy's wife's playing up. Well, give her a slap. I'm joking. We don't slap wives here. I know what she meant, her Wi-Fi. So yeah, this species only came into the UK hobby like before COVID, pretty much, or the same year that the first lockdown was, but earlier in the year. They came incredibly popular, so a few people have them now, so they're not as rare anymore, but they are beautiful, and they still hold a price tag. Now, I am doing 3 lots of 30 over, still again at £5 each. There's not many places. I think I've only ever seen one other person ever sell them at that price, because they're a species that still hold that price tag. Normally you'd be looking at about £7 to £8 for like 20 to 30 over. So you'll be getting 3 batches of 30 over, and they'll be £5 each. So if you are interested, let me know from now. Other cool things about these, they like to huddle together. They're very social. They don't always sit on the food plant. You'll see them more on the food plant in the day. You'll see them on the sides of the enclosure most of the evenings. They spend most of their time on side of enclosures or somewhere hiding. As I said, they like to huddle. They're very social. They'll eat together. They'll hang out together. They breed often, and they lay eggs. Now, eggs of these are buried, so you will need a substrate bottom. I prefer sand, because sand you can sieve out and find the ova. So if you want these, have a little dish of sand in the bottom for them to lay in. And they actually lift the abdomen way up over their heads and down, down into the sand. It's really amazing to watch. So, right, I'm just going to read back here. Are they easy to keep? Yeah, I've had no issues with these at all. I've had a few deaths, but all my deaths have been mature males. I haven't lost a single female yet. So I'm guessing that's because the lifespan of the males are significantly less, like they are in a lot of invertebrates. I'm going to check my notes on how the ova is, because I haven't got my next generation of these yet. So I took some notes from elsewhere, and let's have a little look. Oh, privet eaters again, by the way. I don't know if I said that. They will eat salao again if anybody gets hold of that. They are a bit fidgety, but as you can see, when they're out, they are pretty calm. They do have a spray, as I've said before. Oh, one other thing I put in my notes, males will fight as well, and that could be why some were dead. If you've got a higher ratio of males to females, they will battle it out over the girls. I don't know if I did put notes on how long eggs take. No, I don't know, but I'm going to guess between 4 and 6 months. Hiya, Jade. So if anybody wants these, I will read back to make sure no one said anything. £5 for 30 over of the Autolica Herculana, the star of Project Paradise, right there. The species that started it all. Right, let me just get her in a more suitable position and I will read what anybody has put. One thing though, Mounted Mum, where's she gone? Oh, for goodness sake. Well, Mounted Mum has mentioned that not looking for except black beauties, which I don't keep. I am trying currently to raise up the pink wing mutation of the black beauties, but I cannot guarantee that's definitely what they are until they mature. So I won't deal in normal black beauties, but if I do manage to raise the genetic mutation that is the pink wing variety, that is a hell of a lot rarer, I will let you know, but I'm not going to know the answer to that for several months yet. Do they go much bigger than she is? Nope, she's an adult female. She's fully grown, and the males are only ever so slightly smaller. You can almost see some of the reds there now, like reds and blacks everywhere. And the males tend to be more sprayers than females. That's why I took out a female. The time I nearly got sprayed in the face was by a male, and he did have a cracking aim. I'll give him that. Well, I'll let you know, Mountain Mum, if I do get hold of any of the pink, if I get the pink wings. So. Oh, Amy, you're interested in some, are you? Oh, thank you. Yeah, you'll enjoy these. Just don't make my mistake. So I looked at one that was here on the rim, and I was like, oh, aren't you cute like that? And that's when it was like, nah. So just don't stick your face in them. Just jotting you down, Amy. Thank you very much. Yeah, these are one of my favorites that there is. Love them. Yes. Yes. They also do a shaking antenna a lot. It almost vibrates, but they do that more when they're disturbed, and hers are pretty still at the moment. They're moving, but they're not vibrating, so she's quite calm right now. Oh, Mini Rock claimed the t-shirt. That's so adorable. Yeah, I'm going to ruin your house with Phasmids now. Josh, yeah, you can, mate. So it's just £5 for 30 again if you want. I might be able to chuck each of you that buy these in a few extra, because I'm pretty sure I've got a little bit more than that. I'm hoping in there anyway. So you might get like a few extra on top. So there we have it. So the last ones, we've got Josh and we've got Kate. Hello, Kate. Yeah. So yeah, Kate, if you want. So remember, guys, just in case some of you have tuned in late, the prices don't include the postage and packing. The postage and packing is $125 for no matter how much over you have. So let me just add it onto Joshua's one. And jot down Kate, and then I'll tell you what else there is. That she's disappeared somewhere now. 1 second. Right, let me go and find her. Probably on my back somewhere. Oh no, she's on my hood. Let go. Okay, I'm just going to pop her back. Oh, you're back, Kay. Hiya. Right, cool. So that's them gone. Now I will tell you the other cool thing that you can get your hands on if you want to. Let me just pop her back. Oh, she sprayed me. She actually sprayed me. Right, goodness sake. Right at the end. Oh, stinky. Right. Oh. Bear with me 2 seconds. Let me just bring up my notes here that I took. Oh. Do you know when your brain goes, when you know a species name and it disappears from your... Oh, I've got it now. Okay, so yeah, I know I've got a mixture of different. Ugh. Anyway, so the next one coming up is a small culture. I can't remember exactly how many's in there. I'll go and count. It's probably 6 or 7 specimens. This is what is going at only post and packing price. So these are live animals, so the post and packing is going to be higher. I could probably bring it down as far as £8 for next day delivery. So that's what I'll say. If it does cost me a bit more in packing, don't worry about it. We'll forget that. So it's going to be what, if anyone, right. So this culture is going at just post and packing price. You're not paying for the animals. It will be £8 for post and packing. If you have already bought over, we scrap off that £1.25 and we just turn it to the £8, okay, for post and packing. And I will get you the specimen now. So this species are beautiful. The Myronides species Peleng. I wish I had a better camera for these. So she is an emerald green with a slight blue tinge. She's got malted coloured legs, or mottled, whatever the word is. She's put her front legs out really far. They're not all this colour. Now, if you ever saw my video on these, you would have seen this one's parent, which was bright blue, almost like an electric blue. They'll come in different shades of emeralds and sapphire-y type colours. This batch tend to stick to the greenish. It changes depending on environment. But we had Lord of Blue, which was the blue one, which was the mother of these. Now, there are mature males and females in here. I think there's 6. There's either 5 or 6, possibly more. I'll just check comments 1 moment. Did you see my message about the ones that you gave Jaden? I'm not sure, actually. The ones I gave Jaden, what, was it a message on here or on Jaden's video? Sorry, Diana, let me look back. I'm not sure. Was it on here, or was it, do you mean on Jaden's video? Yes, Amy, yes, it was these. So these are going, I'm going to be just, I'd rather get rid of the culture as a whole, though, rather than putting them separately, because I've only got a limited amount of boxes. So I'll give you a bit more information and then people can say. So these will go as a whole, go as a group. The males are mature. The males are probably not going to live that much longer, but the females, the adult females, are fertile, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the males do die out. Males, I'm not even going to bring one out. They're a bit boring. They're smaller. They're brown, right? They're nothing special to look at. yes, although their lifespans won't be a lot, you will get over. Now, even the ladies here do have a bit of age to them, but they do still have life in them. You will still get a few months out of them, and you should get plenty of eggs out of them for your next generation. So, yeah, that's these. These do like a more humid tank as well. Look, this is one of those animals you can stick on your face without it being an issue. So, yeah, these do... Ugh, not my mouth. Not my mouth. Get out of my mouth. Do like a humid environment. They're better off in a tank like I've got mine in an Exoterra. You can use a storage box as well. So humid environment, they drop eggs, so they don't need to bury them or anything like that. But if you want to keep the humidity up, add a bit of substrate in the bottom. Food, didn't go through food. Bramble eaters, these, not privet eaters. These are bramble eaters. And that is the only reason I'm passing these on, because I'm reducing my amount of bramble eaters. So let me just have a little look. Yeah, sorry, I see somebody did comment there about what they eat. Yeah, I don't know of any other food plant off the top of my head. I never experimented with food plants with these. So, oh, Amy said she wants some. Amy, are you sure you're going to have the space for these? Because... Veteran said just happens to be my interest too. Amy, if you want them, you were the first one to say it. So yes, you can have them if you want it. So it would mean that we take off your post and packing charge for your over, but it would be, yeah, like an £8 postage, nothing for the insects themselves, plus the £5 for your over, and that will be that. And you can have these if that's what you want, as you were the first one to say it. My message on here, I'll private message you later to ask the question. Yeah, that's fine, Diana. Sorry, I keep missing comments because when I'm dealing with these, it's a pain. Amy, about these as well, you can see that she's so much easier to deal with than some of the others. That's what these are like. They're slow, they're docile, really chilled out. Never witnessed a spray, so I don't think they have one. But then I could have been wrong, but no, I'm pretty sure they don't. And they're pretty. Their eggs do take longer. Let me see if I've put it in the notes here. They definitely take longer than the other ones did. I'm pretty sure of it anyway. How long did mine take? Oh, no. Mine was... Oh, yeah, I've wrote down here, mine took 6 months, but it's supposed to be 4-ish months, but mine was over the winter period. So it was a colder environment, but your house stays pretty warm. So yeah, you can have babies in about 4 months. The babies do like a really high humidity though, or you'll have a lot of mortalities. So you want like an 80% humidity when you've got the babies. The adults are a little bit more tolerant to drier spells, but when they start hatching, yeah. But Amy, you can, if you are asking, you can pay me later, just because obviously we're close friends. I will have to ask everyone else to put it forward before I ship. But Amy, if you need longer, that's cool with me. So I'm going to put her back. Do you want to see a male? Should we show you a male just so you can see what they look like? Why not? Let's go get one. Oh, God. Stop being a pain. Get off, get off, get off, get off. Right, prepare to find it boring. This is a male, mature male. I've left the tank open, so I'm going to go put him back now. But that's it. That's all you get. They are cute in their own way, but they've got nothing compared to the color schemes that you have on the females. Right, let's pop this back. Oh no, one of them's escaping. Get in. Get in your tank, please. Ugh. Right, now just to let you know, folks, as well, that's not all the species I keep. There's plenty of species here that I haven't even shown on the channel yet. And I've got over of some amazing species that I've never, ever been able to get my hands on before. Sat over here is 150 eggs from 3 different species. So 50 eggs each of 3 different species. 2 of which, sorry, I've never, ever been able to get my hands on, even before Brexit. And the other one I have done before, and I loved them. So that's cool. And then we've got adults of other species that have not yet featured on the channel too. So yeah, Project Paradise is working slowly. Oh, it's Bobby. Oh, Bobby, that's so kind of you. Michael likes the E-Calcarata. Yeah, I used to keep them. I kept them for years, stopped, and then I did get eggs of another Uricantha, but it is Calcarata, but it's a subspecies Calcarata that was gifted to me actually. So we'll see what happens with them. I may just raise them up and then pass them on. What I want to get my hands on are the Horrida, but they're not fully cultured yet. So right, that's it in the way of the stick insects, guys. Now, I'm sorry to disappoint, but the only other things I have for sale are, in fact, teeny tiny Lasiodora parahabana. So the salmon pink bird eater. I've got nothing to show you because they are tiny. They're, well, actually, I think I've still got a couple left of the old egg sac. But yeah, there is. Most of them are potted up, but there was a couple. Oh yeah, there's a couple in here running around. 1, 2, 3. Oh goodness, there's more in here than I thought. I'm not going to take them out because they're teeny tiny. So that's the old egg sac. Most of them are potted up. Let me see how many I've got. Now, I know a lot of people don't want LPs. I understand a lot of people don't want LPs. But what I will tell you is if you're a fan of Mark's tarantulas, go on his channel. Although he's kind of retired from YouTube, there is the breeding video. There is the egg sac making video. This has come from Elaine, probably one of his most famous tarantulas on his channel, mixed with my Kevin, who sadly got eaten by Elaine. And they were both really large LPs. Like, even by LP standards, they were big. So Mark was shocked when I sent him Kevin, because he was saying, look, Elaine is larger than your standard LP, just by a bit. Like, she's a proper big girl. So fingers crossed for your male. And when my male arrived, he was shocked himself. Like, wow, he is a massive male. So we both happen to have like real giants. So we're hoping genetic wise, these guys could potentially be proper monster size LPs when they're bigger. Plus they came from a breeding between me and Mark. So that's the only kind of special thing that's about them. Otherwise, they're just LPs. So let me just see how many of them that I've got to go. You know, I need a cover lane. Let me see. They're really dinky at the minute, guys. They're like really, really dinky. Let me see how many I've got left that I'm willing to part with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. Oh God. I'm willing to part with about 20 more of these. And I want to keep the rest to grow on. I'm still going to be keeping probably another 15, 20 myself, because I really want to see what they're like when they grow up. Are they really going to be the monsters that me and Mark reckon they're going to be? You know, because that will be cool to show off. You know, having an LP win an award at a BTS or something, such a common tea, because it happens to be a monster, will be pretty exciting in years to come, right? So yeah, so I don't really want a lot for these guys. Let me figure out a price for you. Let's just say, by the way, if you're buying these, they do have to go next day delivery. So you're looking at £8 post and packing, okay? Because I'm not risking, it's not just because they're special to me, I'm not risking any live animal that isn't Royal Mail next day delivery, okay, and UK only. So you're going to have £8 already out of your pocket for postage, unless you've already paid some towards postage already, like Amy has. And let's just call them, let's say what, £2 each or 3 for a fiver. How about that? £2 each or 3 for £5. Don't tell me if you want them yet, because let me just get this ready to write anything down. Bearing in mind your £8 postage. So if you're only buying one and that's the only thing you've bought from today, it will cost you a tenner. Okay, £2 for the tea. Very small tarantulas. You're going to be looking at like bean weevil, fruit fly eating size. They're really, really small. Okay. Yeah, so £2 each or 3 for a fiver plus £8 postage and packing. So we'll start from now. I'll start from Amy. I know that Amy already wanted them. Like, let me pause it from here. I'm starting it from this comment. So let me have a look. So Amy wants 3. Oh God, right. Okay, who else have we got here? Jackie, right. Oh, I'm going to have so many things to post. God, I hope I've got enough boxes. One second. I'm just still on Jackie at the minute. Jackie wants 3. So that's 6 LPs gone. Kate wants 3. So that's 9 gone. Sorry, I'm going to keep pressing down so I know where I am. Dave Rose wants 3. Steve wants 6. Where's your name, Steve? Here it is. So obviously, Steve, then we'll take off. We won't do the postage charge for your over. We'll just do the live postage charge. Right, okay. Spider Chronicles wants 1. So that will be £2, buddy, but then the £8 postage. Obviously, I know how these things work, and I know a few people are not going to contact me with payment and stuff like that. So anything that doesn't actually go here will come back up in future. Right, how many have we lost now? Where was I at? LPs 9. Hang on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 16. I might have a couple extra if people did need them. I didn't expect them all to go, to be fair. 16. Where are we at? Oh, is it on 19 so far? Oh, what have I missed? Let's have a look. LP times 6 for Steve. 7, 8, 9 for Amy. 10, 11, 12 for Kate. 13, 14, 15 for Jackie, 16, 17, 18 for Dave, and 1. Yo, you're right, sorry, 19. Right, let me just 19. There might be 1 or 2 spare. I've got 3, I think, in here. Let me see how many's in here. A minute. 1, Don't climb out. I know there's more than that one in here. I saw him just now. 2. Run, little LP. Right, I know there was definitely 3 in there. Let me see if I can spare any more. I'll tell you what, because there's a few more in here, plus I can take a couple off my own. We'll do up to 9. I'll allow up to 9 more to go from the 19. Would put 28. I can allow up to 9 more to go. So where are we at here? Dave, you sure you want the 2? You don't want to do the 3 for a £5, but you can have your 2. That's fine. I appreciate that, Dave. I know they're not really going to be your thing, but you know that's actually means quite a lot to me that you want to own some. Like it does. You've been a great friend of mine. So see you later, Isaac. You are going to have to contact me through Facebook about sorting out the details for all payments and things. Okay, buddy? Or because contact me when you can. So he's asking about when I was shipping. People that pay me tonight and give me information tonight, I can post tomorrow. If I don't receive payment and shipping details until tomorrow, I may be able to post them if it's really, really early in the morning that I get it. If not, you'll be waiting until next week. But we can also kind of discuss, and I can jot down anyway if people need specific days, but it also depends how it runs with my shift pattern. So anyone that pays tonight, if you want me to ship tomorrow, I can ship tomorrow, or we can discuss it through Facebook. If you've got me on Facebook, it's just Sam Carver, Carver. You can find me on my personal Facebook page and we could discuss everything there. So where are we at? If it would get to Amy before Sunday, Amy, I'd split the shipping with you if you bring it. So £2 plus for, I'm confused. Someone has to tell me what's going on there because I'll get confused. No problem, Jackie. Oh, you want to make it 3, Dave? Yeah, that's cool. That means there's 6 more. There's 6 more LPs that can go for sale. They don't need to be gone, but if people want them, that's 2 more batches of 3 for a £5 if anybody wants them. So with Amy and Mounted Mum, you're going to do a splitting. I'm confused. So how? Hang on. How many's going to Amy there? You might have to message me in 1 second. Sorry, I've got messages coming up here. You got to remember as well, guys, that even if you've paid me, I may not know your real names. So if I'm receiving payment, don't just assume that I'm going to ship it out when I, one, don't know who you actually are, because your name on YouTube is different to your real name. You will have to contact me through Facebook or whatever. Tell me who you are, what it is you've just bought. You see what I mean? And your shipping details, because I'm going to get well confused else. And so £8 for shipping split is £4 plus £2 for. Oh, so you want me to add 1 in for you, Mounted Mum? Is that right? But send it to Amy. Amy's going to message me anyway, so yeah, that's fine. Yeah, any friend requests, I'll accept them after this live as well. Yeah, you're confusing me. Yes, please. So you want one, that's fine. Send with Amy. Okay, right. Wicked, wicked, wicked. So that means there's five LPs left, and then we're going to end this stream if anybody is interested. If I have missed you as well, guys. Hello, Gav, mate. How you doing? If I have missed any of you as well, guys, please comment now, because now's your time. So we've got 5 LPs left at £2 each, or one batch of 3 of them for a £5, and then £2 each for the last 2. Steve, so you want me to add? Where's your name, Steve? So, Steve, you want LPs? How many are you wanting, Steve? Are you wanting all of them? Are you wanting the 3 for a £5, or are you wanting like single ones? Yes, they are spiders, mate. They are spiders. Big spiders. These ones aren't big, but they're good. You want all of them, Steve? Okay, cool. Let me just add that on. So that's, oh yeah, you've already put in 6, haven't you? So you want the 5 plus your 6. Is that right? So you want 11 LPs? Are you sure you want 11 LPs? Before I jot this down, because I don't want to keep scribbling it out. So 6 plus 5, that's 11. Okay, Steve, cool. Let me just jot this down. Okay, wicked. Well, that's it. Never get a spider. I know. Have a jumper, but that's only one. So yeah, wow, that comes to the end of that. That did far better than I expected. I thought I'd be left with most of my things. Wow. Okay. I am going to be ending this live. Has anyone got any more questions first? Because I will be ending this live in a minute, because I'm going to have a lot of people now to chat to. It's already 10 p.m. I have to go to bed soon. I have to take my daughter to school and then work out all the packing. And remember, as I said, guys, I am going to get confused. So people need to tell me in Facebook, if you've got Facebook. If not, contact me wherever you can, okay? Either on my email address, Facebook, or Instagram, preferably not Instagram because I don't check those messages. And let me know your real name, unless, of course, I already really totally know who you are. Your real name, what your YouTube name was, so I know who it was on this list, because I've put down your YouTube names on this list. Whether you've paid so I can check, or whether you need to pay, and I'll send you the details. Because this has got, how many buyers we've got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 different people I'm having to deal with. And I don't know all of your real names. So yes, 10 things to ship out tomorrow. Blimey, governor. So yeah, just a reminder, guys, it is £8 post and packing charge for any live animals. It's £1.25 post and packing for anybody that's just bought over, no matter how many. I know I keep repeating myself, but I know there's some younger people here as well, so I need to make it clear. So where are we now? Just going to read back on some comments. I feel you're paying with the LPs. forget when Martin posted that's 300 for you to pot. Nightmare. How's the tea doing that you rehouse, Sam? Well, which one? I rehouse all the time. Is it the Sturmy? Is the Sturmy the last one I rehoused on camera? Can't remember. If so, she's doing really, really well. That tank's quite heavy, otherwise I'd pull it out and show you. Hello, Darcy. How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you to everyone that has bought, by the way. This is going to help massively. I don't know whether to go for more species here or enclosure upgrades for them, or they don't need enclosure upgrades actually right now, but more species or more plants? Don't know yet. Right, and still scrolling down. Sam, my kids would love to meet you in the future, so would love to find out when you are next around an event or a meet. Oh, thank you very much. That's really kind. I'd happily have a picture of them, but probably not till BTS next year now, and that's if I can get that off work. I'm going to be booking in for it soon, so that I can try and hopefully get the holiday time before anybody else. But yes, due to just finances and stuff right now and other reasons, I really can't make earlier shows, but I will do my best not to miss the BTS. It's the one where everyone goes, and I need to see my friends again. Not in dribs and drabs here and there, at the BTS, all my buddies, all in one place at the same time. And my birthday is also in May, so that will make the BTS extra special for me. Updates on YouTube memberships, nothing, I'm afraid. I'm surviving off Patreon. So a few members did go to my Patreon, and that has helped me massively. Like, it's been a lifesaver. So I don't know if YouTube membership will ever come back, because if my suspension is only 3 months, that should end next month or the month after, something like that. But it does say after 90 days, it cancels all my members anyway. So likelihood is if somebody is a YouTube member of mine, they're probably going to get cancelled anyway before it comes back, which is an absolute nightmare. If anyone does want to support me through Patreon, you can do. I'm not going to be dropping links because I'm not here to take, all your money. But if you want to find it, you can even just search Bug Realms Patreon, Patreon, is it? Patreon? I can't remember, but it will take you to the page and you can look at it there. Darlingy you were talking about. Sorry, with the rehouse. The Darlingy is still acting funny, even in the new home. Still alive, has placed down some webbing. But yep, she's even sat on the wall right now. She just sits on the side of the enclosures, top of the sides of the enclosures all day long and all night long. I'll drag Sam to the BTS. Oh, your birthday's in May too. No way, that's class. Oh, yes. Right, I need to go because my phone is going mental and I'm not sure if that's PayPal or Facebook or what. So, yes, if you do message me and you don't get a response today, you will in the morning. I'll do my best to reply to everyone now, but I need to be in bed within the next hour. With a lot of people to reply to and a lot of notes to take and addresses to write down, it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the bum. So, yes. Also, all those LPs were definitely alive 5 days ago when I did some feeding, did some watering. If by any chance I find that some have passed in that time, because it can happen with slings, I will take them out on my own personal ones. Okay, so we had 28 and I've got, basically someone will get a message if I can't do it, and obviously a refund if I can't do it. Okay, I'll go down the list accordingly the best I can. I'm pretty sure they're all still alive, but I'm just letting you guys know that just in case, because I haven't checked on them in those 5 days. So there we go. In fact, I haven't lost a single one since I potted them up so far. So hopefully that's great. So yeah, thanks you all for joining. I'm going to leave it now. What date though? In May. Mine is the 5th of May, mate, is my birthday. So thanks to everyone that joined. Thank you for even those that aren't in the UK that have come along just to support the channel and their friends and everything else. It's been fantastic. I will do my best to get as much shipped out tomorrow as possible. If not, it will be next week, depending on my shift pattern. So I don't get my shift pattern till tomorrow for next week. If I find it on Monday or something, I'm on a full day shift, then I can't post. If I find I'm on a late shift, I definitely can post. So yeah, but I'll do my best to get as much out tomorrow as possible. But if I don't receive payment by the time I'm back home from taking my daughter to school, that's when I start packing things. Then you will have to wait till next week. If I receive the payment before then, it will go out tomorrow, providing nothing goes horribly wrong. So yeah. And also, just to let you know as well, before I go, there will be over of the Freiganischer Husi Yen2Ensis coming up in one of the future live streams. Those are the giants. Those are stick insects about this big, right? Massive, massive giants we'll have over for sale from in a future live stream. Probably the next time I decide to do a sales live stream. So yeah, cheers, Dave. Let's hope they were bulletproof. Thank you, everyone. I'm ending the stream now. Speak to those I need to on Facebook. Take care. Bye-bye.